Unfortunately for the world, the weirdest crossover to ever exist has been officially cancelled. I know that I'm late to reporting on this, but videos take time to put together, okay? But I still wanted to say something because, as weird as this might sound, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games on Wii was my introduction to both the Mario and Sonic franchises, as well as the Olympics. I am officially proof that literally any game can be someone's entry point into a franchise. Brawl was my introduction to Pikachu, and also all of these guys. But in honor of the crossover that made me a gamer, I want to share with you all my idea for a new Mario and Sonic crossover. Mario vs. Sonic. The idea this time is that it will be an RPG. That's right, not a platformer, because I think Sonic's faster paced levels risk making Mario's gameplay feel boring. Same would go for if it was a 3D platformer. Making the RPG would allow for a greater focus on story, which that and fan service would be the real reason that people would be wanting to play a crossover game like this. The story would be divided between a Mario story and a Sonic story, in reference to how the Sonic Adventure games would work. But there won't be a final story. At least I don't think there should be, but maybe commenters could try and sway me? Anyway, each story would have 4 playable characters, with the Mario story having Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi, and the Sonic story would have Sonic, Tails, Amy, and Knuckles. The plot would mainly focus on Bowser and Eggman accidentally shattering the world star of their own respective worlds, forcing a fusion between the two. Initially, Bowser and Eggman would try to recollect the star shards individually, eventually teaming up. Of course, as the name would imply, they would also initially try and use this as an opportunity to pit Mario and Sonic against each other, which could be very fun if written well. But I would still want this game to contain remnants of what the previous Mario and Sonic games offered. Fun with friends. RPGs typically do the opposite. So I want to take a page from Kirby's book. On top of having a main story campaign, Kirby also typically has a side mode for multiplayer minigames. So let's do that here. I can easily see them doing a soccer thing, maybe an endless runner where it's a last man standing kind of thing. Maybe something like Overcooked. We don't necessarily need to stick to athletic-esque events. However, I would definitely love to see a new take on the Dream ski jumping, an underrated yet goated dream event. There probably wouldn't be any skis this time, so maybe players are shot out of a cannon or something like that. Maybe the stage could also be a fusion between Good Egg Galaxy and Space Colony Arc. Well, maybe all the stage for all of the events could be fusions between various Mario and Sonic locations. Let me know what kind of locations you guys would like to see fused together for stuff like this. And of course, we need my favorite thing ever, a roster. Clearly Mario and Sonic would be playable, their names are in the title, but we'd obviously also get the other playable characters that are from the single-player campaign, as well as Bowser and Eggman and all of their compadres. We can't have a spin-off without Wario and Waluigi, with Shadow being the perfect Sonic version of Wario, and Rouge is typically teamed up with Shadow in a similar manner, so she'd be here. Daisy also typically doesn't miss out on events like this, and Blaze is typically treated as her Sonic counterpart in the Mario and Sonic Olympic games. Blaze typically comes along with Cream and Silver. And, well, those two are a little harder to lay down, but typically how I do it is Toadette is Cream's counterpart, and Rosalina is Silver's counterpart. Just go with it. DK and Vector typically don't miss out on events like this too, so we might as well include them as well as the rest of their crews. Of course, we gotta have the Mii's. Nintendo might hate them for some reason, but I sure don't. And last but certainly not least, everyone's favorite character. All of these characters also obviously would be in the main story campaigns as well. Not all of them in playable capacities, Obviously, I already mentioned who the 4 in each story would be, but they would all appear in the story somewhere, and I feel like would do a great job at fleshing out the world. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm still a bit of a smaller channel, not even at 100 subs yet, and every bit of support would be much appreciated. I'm currently working on a larger scale project with a 2-part Sonic Frontiers 2 video, so if you don't want to miss it, subscribing would be the best way to ensure that you see it when it eventually comes out. All in all, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Keep dreaming.